Today we're going to continue with the third and last part of Lego Trains set Metroliner, the alternative build. We're going to construct the platform, and I actually always do this right with the buildings, that I just turn it and then they already start putting the tracks there. And we're going to do that. Voila! And then there's a locomotive, and then there's a wagon. Let's make it run. Hello, this is Timo, and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're going to continue with the third and last part of building Lego Trains set 4558 Metroliner, the alternative build. And we were on this page. We're going to start doing the platform. In the previous video, if you watched it, there were some parts missing. 3 parts, the couplers. So first we do that. And then I accidentally, maybe, forgot also another thing. Because I think I didn't mention it, but most stickers actually were still on it, or I already put them back on it again. But there are still some stickers that are not on the bricks, on the build. And let's start off with the locomotive. That's a sticker which I actually didn't know that it was existing, and you can actually see it here when you go back where they finish it, the locomotive, those stickers on the ends, on the front of the locomotive. And I cannot remember this as a child that there were stickers on that position, but then when I took a closer look to what's available on the internet, I just realized that there were actually stickers. I didn't have that stickers. I don't know what happened to the stickers, but I already talked about it in a previous video. There's this Dutch company that reproduce replicas for an okay price. You can watch this video here. I will make it pop up. I made a little review video about these stickers, these fake Lego stickers, which are okay, but not always perfect. And in this case, I'm afraid that they are not so perfect, because in this case, the alignment of the stickers with the rest of the, because there's a kind of flag in it, which reminds me a bit of the arm track in America. And this is always like, I mean, putting stickers is always like something, but making them align with this design, with this brick built flag or stripes on it. I always thought that this design of this Metroliner as an ignorant Dutch child. I was always assuming that it was representing the Dutch flag. Of course, it's not representing the Dutch flag. More representing the American flag, maybe. American colors. I guess that's also why the arm track trains have those colors. but I think it's also like, yeah, this red, white and blue is also like a kind of American color. I think you also see it with events and elections, that you always see these flags, this kind of decoration in those colors. So that's also maybe something for the comment section. If there's an American watching this, why do the Americans use those colors? I mean, yes, it's obvious. It's mostly very likely related to the flag, but maybe not. In Holland we have the flag. It's exactly these colors. Although I'm always confused if it's upside down or not, like the Dutch flag. If the red is on the top and the blue is on the bottom, but yeah. And then we have actually how it should be, those fronts. And yes, from a distance, it actually looks nice with those stickers. But if you go closer, for example, there, then it's not so aligned, and the blue is a bit, yeah, it's a bit lesser blue there. But yeah, I think you have to just always see this from a distance. Yeah. Anyway, so that is one of the stickers I assume that was still missing. And let's just take a quick look at the wagon. If there was also a sticker involved, and I don't think so. Perfect, no sticker. That's just not my thing, those stickers. And it's of course good news when it's the only case here, because in the A model of the Metroliner there's way more stickers involved. But let's continue. I think I see another sticker already showing up there, but yeah, we are not there yet. We're going to construct the platform, and those platforms are always a thing in Lego train sets, because they're always more or less quite small. They're always way too short for the train, to accommodate the train. And in this case, alternative build. It's really like they're using a bit leftover pieces. It's really a bit like these feet of this platform are a bit interesting. I always start mixing up the steps. I should first do that, but I just mixed up the first and the second step. That's just how it is. This just the problem I have with being impatient and already want to be in the next step. There's one slope here. This is. It's way lesser parts now, bricks on the table, but still I'm stressing out about it. Some are still missing, because actually in this set, I actually made it that some of them were actually missing, those cobblers, and that's yeah. So there's a chance that bricks are missing. And then, yeah, it has to be just in a part that where it's not so essential, where you can just skip a step and just look for that brick later, that part piece. So. All right. it looks like a quite big big platform. Maybe because it's the alternative build and then there's just more pieces left to make that platform. Maybe in the A model they are more involved in the actual in the train itself, and then because there's still a lot of pieces actually still left here on the table, unused, not used, and they also will not be used anymore because those gray bigger bricks, for example, they are just yeah, they will be left. But the platform is a bit odd. There's like a piece sticking out of it. All right. There it is. And I mean, this part is like a bit strange. Okay. I mean, they could also easily have done it differently, right? With other bricks. Those pieces were also new, I think, in 91. Those streetlight pieces. Yeah, that was a year. That was like a year with a lot of new stuff, a lot of new pieces. I'm actually planning to do that, to talk about that Lego catalog of 91 very soon. I think it's one of the catalogs that I really want to, really want to talk about now, because this 91 year was such an important year with this new Lego train system, and yeah, I just definitely should talk about it a bit more now soon. And you remember, if you watched the last video, those pieces were actually still there. Okay. let's go for it. Let's change it. And I have a really nice 90s brick separator. Back then you still had to buy it. So for the people that didn't watch that video, oh my god, there was actually still yeah, yes, okay, can I just break it off? Because I was so smart, or maybe not, to use those parts there, not thinking, I was just thinking they are missing, you know, those corner pieces. And but they were not. But fortunately, this wagon, I can take it apart. It's not that difficult actually. So, and now I have to do the same thing. Please don't fly everywhere. These pieces are there, they immediately is. I'm also lucky I have this brick separator there. Thank you for being there. That I can easily, quickly fix this. That I don't want too much time, take too much time. And yeah. be careful, huh? Be careful with that. Just making your own plan when you cannot find the piece. But I made it. I was actually thinking, oh my god, this will take a long time. The wagon is also still quite intact. It's really the sound of Lego. Oh, the hairpiece of this lady. Can put it back again. It will not make sense because it will fall off again and roll through the wagon. So, interesting. But now we have the pieces for the platform. And yeah, it's in any way a bit weird how they put this, you know, this thing there. So I don't know if it really makes sense that they actually did so much effort to get those pieces. But yeah. But now at least actually everything in this set is, I built it correctly. So that's a good thing maybe. And let's just move this a bit, that there's just more space. All right. Sticker, we have to put a sticker. Oh. I was hoping that it was not the case for this alternative build, but we have a lot of stickers, and I need the one with bristles. I mean, where Brussels is on the top. This is a really odd station with odd destinations. The trains are literally going everywhere in Europe. But it's funny because actually, I think they actually, you know, because Lego is from Denmark, and they actually, they might be trains that are actually running. And the stickers, yeah, this is this thing with the stickers. I actually have the original sticker. I didn't prepare myself for this. I didn't. It's not here, this original sticker, but I have it actually, because I see the replica one is a bit smaller. But now I made it actually to make it fit proper. And this one is going there. All right. Then these discs are going here. And I actually always do this right with the buildings, that I just turn it so that you can see it better. And then the still missing minifigures in the train are now on the platform. I have to build them together here. There's this little luggage car. This is clicking very nice. And there's a suitcase. This guy is standing on the edge, almost leaving the platform there. And then we have, those are probably twins, look almost the same. That is always the case. Oh, the front to the back. That's always the case, of course, with this minifigures. They all look similar to each other. They all look like family, but they are not really family. They are not family, but they have all the same face. All right, that's correct. Yeah, like this. I have to mirror it now, and then there are seats. There are seats on the platform. That's actually a well-dressed, a well-decorated platform. I don't think that all Lego trains always have this same. There's another cup. Did I miss one cup in the train before? Previous video? was placing cups in that cargo train thing. But now I see there's another cup left here. But okay, it's an alternative build. Maybe they were like, no, we take 3 cups and the 4th cup, even there's space. No, we don't use that. Let's not use all the pieces because this is an alternative build. All right, and then there's a cowboy. Yes. And the pants, the trousers, are not missing. Very good. And then the cowboy hat. The cowboy with a cowboy hat is not a cowboy. And then he has a black suitcase. Ah, there it is. Tja. And he's like kind of walking, pretending to be walking here. I think it's here. No, perfect. Nah, that's a nice platform. That's not a bad platform. But let's keep it for the review. All right, and then they already start putting the tracks there, which we're also going to do now. Such a coincidence, right? And I have to see, platform is supposed to be, yeah, they don't really say it. Well, I assume the platform is supposed to be in the inside, because there's not enough space. I already know this. There's not enough space on my table. Do we have it in the outside? So I can show quickly. Looks like this. And then you have to make the entire circle, attach the entire circle. So assuming, knowing this now that we're going to do the circle, this is all the pieces that are still left. And it's always nicer to have them maybe not in the circle. It's a bit like a thing, like make it a bit clean here. Or just outside of the frame. That's maybe even nicer. They're always a bit like chilling inside the frame, but that's actually not so nice. So let's just do it like this. And there's some pieces, plastic pieces missing, laying here around. Still from that wire. All right, we go for it. We know how the circle looks like. It's just round. So just put it temporary here. And we're going to do that. This circle. Oh, there's another piece. And yeah. Okay, now this one should also go somewhere else. And let's continue here with the circle. Okay, there's actually a bit more space. But now we need in the front. Need a bit more space for the camera there. And yeah, this locomotive, it will just drop these plastic pieces everywhere of this cable. It's dramatic. Voila! And then we have the circle. And then we connect, of course. It's already connected, perfect. Yeah, and this is, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this power unit, they were like separate sets. You had to buy them separately. You put only the train and the track, which I don't get because, especially when it's a starter set, you know, if you define it as a starter set, then everyone will always just need to buy this power unit, you know, to be able to actually play with it. So I don't know what were the thoughts behind that with Lego, but let's just try to make it fit in all the frames. No, it's okay like this. Yes. And then there's a locomotive. And then there's a wagon, which doesn't have a front and a back, so it's very clear. And then you have the let's make it run. And this is a motor that is not also didn't run for a while. And this could be an issue with the wires. No? And the lights are even burning. I don't know if you can see it on this shot, no, but on the total shot you can see it maybe. And yeah, that's it. That's the alternative build of 4558 Metroliner 1991. Let's give it a couple of rounds still. And I have to check this cable because it's all the time stopping a bit, and I'm afraid that the cable inside, the minus and the plus, are touching each other sometimes, and that's just affecting the entire circuit. But besides that, it's running smoothly, and yeah. Let's give it a bit less speed. But I like the sound. I like the sound of this trains. The 12-volt system has a specific sound, but the 9-volt system also definitely has a specific sound, which reminds me of a lot of good things. And yeah. And then we have another video finished. Yeah, a review video will come anytime soon. I have to first find a better cable. It's quite annoying that this cable is so damaged. That is also maybe not even the right cable because it was quite long, I think too long. But that's also maybe an issue that's related to the alternative build where things are not always so fitting so perfectly. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel. That's very important for my channel to grow. And as I mentioned already before, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, sharing your opinion or sharing an anecdote or something. Yeah, anything. I hope to see you soon in the next video, and I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.